take a low reference point, and we're going to do the same thing. Normally when you get a reference point, once again, this is a block of some sort. You're trying to hit the face, there's an obstruction there, that's a reference. So if we're in a fighting stance, if I'm aiming for the stomach, that's my shot. But if I don't get it in, that's because I've got a block there. So this is getting between me and my target, so I get rid of it. If I'm going up high and this is my block here, this is between me and the target, so I get rid of it. If he blocks with his hand, now this is between me and my target, so I get rid of it. This is the purpose of trapping. You never look for a trap. It just happens to be there. Your primary objective is just to punch. When we're moving around, I'm just punching. I'm trying to come in and hit. As I come in to hit, if I get a block, that's when I come in again. So you have to punch first. Then if you happen to get blocked, then you trap. Now let's get back to the low reference point. We're at a low reference point right here because he blocks my low jab. So I'm going to shuffle in and I'm going to trap this. As I trap this, I'm going to come up with a back fist. Whereas before we had the high reference point and I came in with a straight punch. So we'll start from a low reference point. 3 things I want you to remember. Shuffle in, hold the trapping hand, and retract the punching hand. So let's look at it slowly. 1, 2, 3. Normal speed, just move in. Everything should be one sound. Okay, let's look at this on the dummy. And we use this as the block. This is moving around, I just get that obstruction. Then I come in and I trap it. I'm moving around, 1, 2. I can do the same thing on the left. Okay, slow. I move around, I put out my jab. This is the block. I'm coming in, I trap, and I backhand. You're aiming for the jaw. It could be an eye jab, it could be a chop. The tool that you're hitting with is insignificant. The thing that is important is your timing, your sensitivity, and your trap is tight. What you hit him with, once you're in, they all work. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the traps that we have and we're going to combine them. What this means is that you not only get one barrier, but you get 2 barriers. We could call this Monsao or Wusao or front hand or rear hand, whichever you want to call it. So if I have a high reference point and if I come in and trap, he now blocks again. So I've got to come in twice with 2 traps. How he blocks and what energy he blocks is going to dictate my next trap. For example, if he holds center line, which is just a pad here, like a more professional boxer would do. If I'm in this position, this is the holding center line. I'm just going to come in again with the same trap twice. Some people overreact and they cross center line. If he crosses center line from here, this is where this elbow bends. When the elbow bends, this is my lop. We always aim for the chest to keep the traps in tight. Actual shot is on the face, of course. Okay, so we're here, pop to lop. Whereas before, now he raises a front barrier when I pop here, so now I lop. Okay, so let's see again. I pop here, he raises, and now is my lop. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start with the jowl, just so I can show you some other combinations of what we've already worked. So we start with the jowl, and then we go to the jut. Now if I jowl high, I can jowl low. This is my low shot. If he brings his hand down low to block, I move it up to the ear again. If he brings his hand down low to block, then he brings the front hand back up again, I'm going to jut it. If he brings his hand down low and then brings his hand across, I'm going to come back with a backhand. Watch the combinations. We're going to go front to front to front. Now we're going to go low. He blocks here, but now I trap up again. That exposes this line, so I come back on this line again. So these are the different combinations we can use with the traps I've already given you. Now let's look at this on the dummy.